Hello family, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my living room deep clean, plus we are going to be making some homemade tacos. Let's get straight to the video. I finished up cleaning the kitchen a while ago. I'm now going to go ahead and add some water to my spray bottle right there. And to it, I'm going to add some Downy fabric softener. So I'm just preparing in advance so I don't go back and forth when I start cleaning the living room. So you guys, I already did a kitchen deep clean step-by-step tutorial. Go check that video out. I know you're going to love it. Now let's just head over to the living room and start cleaning the living room. I'm going to start by removing everything from my couches. I'm going to remove my pillows and my blankets and set them aside so I can work on those two couches that you can see right now. I actually DIY'd some throw pillows that I really love, and I found a favorite DIY channel that I'm following right now, and I actually can't pass a day without watching her. I'm just going to start by dusting off the couches, and for this I always use one of my rugs that you can see me holding right now. And I'm also going to be removing my cushions as I clean under there, and then I'm going to return the cushion right where it belongs. And for some reason I forgot to remove my carpet before I started to do this deep clean. So I'm going to remove my carpet outside and dust it off before I continue further with this deep clean before I clean the floors, because I'm very sure that under there is now so dusty. So I'm not going to worry so much about everything that's falling from the couch, since I just cleaned under my couch like a week ago. So it's just a little bit of dust that's coming off from the couch and falling on the floor and on the carpet. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process with my other couches, and then I'm going to go ahead and move my couches away from the wall to give me space, because I'm going to be working in the wall too today. And then moving on, I'm going to be cleaning my entertainment area right there. I'm going to use that water on the spray bottle that we just started in the beginning of the video. I'm just going to take my time to clean that up really well, because Milan's fingerprints are everywhere on that TV. After cleaning the upper part of it, I'm now going to go ahead and remove everything from the lower cabinets or organizers. I'll then put everything from the cabinets on a basin so I can work on the lower cabinets. I'm just using the same water from the spray bottle, and when you're doing this, just make sure you focus on the corners. They tend to be a little dirty, and you don't also want to forget the upper part of your cabinet or your organizer and the sides, and you also want to clean the sides and the edges too. The edges are always dirty too. You have to clean the edges. Yeah. And I'm also not going to forget the sides of my TV stand right there. I'm going to clean them as shown in the video. So all I'm saying, guys, I'm going to make sure that I clean every inch of this TV stand without leaving any part of it. And then moving on, I'm now going to move my TV stand a little bit to the front so I can work on the back. And as you can see, the back is so dusty, plus that extension right there. You have to always check on your extensions. They tend to build a lot of dust and keep it right there. So for this part of the video, I'm not going to be using any water. I'm just going to be using my dry towel right there, and like you can see, the towel is so dusty and the back of that TV is so dusty. I'm just going to take my time to clean that up. I shown you the video, and I'm not going to forget the extension like I said before. When I do my deep cleans, I love to clean up everything so that I don't go back to it. Yeah, something like that. And most importantly, I'm not going to forget those wires from the extension and from the TV. Yeah, they always keep dust too. You have to make sure that you clean that when you're doing your deep cleans. And after I'm done with the wires and the extension, I'm just going to go ahead and mop that part up as shown in the video. So for the mopping, I'm just using water and powder soap. So moving on, we are going to be working on the walls. I added some water to my bucket right there with some powder soap in it. And I'm sorry about the lighting in that part of the video. And the angle, I shot it holding the camera on my hand. So guys, I'm now just going to be working on that wood frame around the wall. And for some reason, since I moved here, I haven't cleaned that up, and like you can see, my rug is so dusty. I'm going to take my time to clean that up. And since that wood frame around the wall was super dirty, I had to go and clean it for the second round. I'm just going to shoot only one round of it, so our video doesn't have to be super long. When I did my other living room deep clean a few months ago and I uploaded it, I didn't clean that wood frame right there and the upper part of wall above it. Yeah, that's why it's super dirty. I'm just going to take my time to clean every inch of this wall step by step without leaving any part of it. And I'm also not going to forget, there is a mirror on my kitchen door and it's so smoky and dusty. I'm going to clean it, and I had to clean it twice like the wood frame. Yeah. And you guys, I'm sorry about the mess around my sink right there. My clothes are everywhere. I haven't done my laundry, so you'll have to excuse me for that. I'm just going to make sure that I clean every inch of that part of that wood frame and the wall above it. Like I said before, I haven't cleaned it since I moved here. And then moving on, I'm going to be cleaning the light fixtures on the wall right there. And like you can see, it's super dusty. I'm going to go in with my wet rag, and I'm going to first make sure that I switch off the lights. Yeah, before I do that. And like you can see, it's super dusty. I cleaned them when I was doing my living room deep clean a few months ago, and I'm going to take something to hold the dust that is coming from it. And from it, there is this kind of dust that is rolled up and it's black and it doesn't want to come off from the light fixture. So I had to ditch the wet cloth that I was using and grab one of my old kitchen towels and just wipe that up as shown in the video. I'm going to make sure that I cover every inch of that light fixture. And this is how it looks. It gave me hard time before I figured I was supposed to use a dry cloth. So moving on, let's now go ahead and clean the walls. I always love to clean my walls when I decide to do deep cleans. And that is how this wall looks. It's super dirty, you guys. I can't even imagine that I just cleaned it a few months ago. I hope you've seen how that rag looks. For my walls, I'm just using powder soap and water again. For the powder soap, I'm using Ariel powder soap. And that's how my rag looks. I'm going to be making sure that I rinse it off every time I go to another section of the wall. So I don't carry the dust to the other section and to the other section. That is going to give me a lot of work and I don't want that. And when you're doing your deep cleans, just make sure you also focus on the areas around your socket. You don't want to forget the areas around your socket. At times you just switch on the lights and your hands are dirty, or when you are cleaning the floors and you accidentally touch the walls with your hands when the water was not clean. So you have to clean that part up too. Yeah. And most importantly, you are not going to forget the edges of the tile, the area where your tiles connect to the wall. Yeah, you have to clean that up too. I love to clean that up when I'm doing my deep cleans. And I'm not going to forget that tiny part of the wall that is separating that wood frame and the main wall. And this is how the first water looks. It's super dirty, you guys. So for the walls, I had to clean it twice. I'm going to add another water right there, and then I'm going to go in with my downy fabric softener, and then I'm going to repeat the process with my walls. The downy is going to give our walls a very good smell. You can use any of your favorite fabric softener that you have at home. And right now I'm showing you that I've worked on all the walls except this one right here that I'm showing you right now. Let me just make my camera stable. This one right here with my wall arts, this is what I'm going to be working with. I took a little break from cleaning so I could prepare something for lunch. I was so hungry and Milan was crying, I want to eat, I want to eat. So I had to take a break and make something for him. And I also took a shower. So now let's just go ahead and finish up cleaning this up. I'm remaining with this part of the wall. I'm just going to focus on the spaces around the wall art as shown in the video. I'm also not going to forget my switch right there, and I also cleaned the lower parts of the wall, you guys. My camera angle was not that right, plus my coaches were blocking that part of the wall, but I made sure that I cleaned the lower part of the wall. You can't clean the upper part of the wall and then you leave the lower part of the wall. Today I'm also going to be cleaning my ceiling. My ceiling is so dusty. I just used the same rag with my water and powder soap. I don't have that ceiling mop, so I'm just going to clean it manually with my hand as shown in the video. My hands were so tired. I took lots and lots of rest, but I had to do it. And I love to buy that ceiling mop before I do another deep clean on my living room. And I know what you're thinking, that I gave up. As you've seen in the video, I speeded that up and I didn't give up. I cleaned all of the ceiling and actually it was a very good exercise, although my hands were so tired, but it helped me burn some fat out. So it's so good to clean your ceilings. Make sure you clean your ceilings when you're doing your deep cleans. So moving on, I'm not going to forget my doors. I love to clean my doors when I do my deep cleans, and I'm also going to clean my windows. For my doors and windows, I always just use powder soap and water again. Yeah. And then after they dry, I take a clean rag and then I just like shine them. Yeah, something like that, especially for the glass windows. So guys, I'm sorry about the lighting in this part of the video. I had to switch off my lights since my apartment is close to the staircase and I didn't want to attract so much attention from those who are passing by. So I had to just leave my curtains the way they were. Yeah, that's why I didn't draw my curtains when I was cleaning. And when I do cleaning videos, I always use electricity for lighting. For the outside of my windows, I'm not going to worry about that. Our caretaker always washes the outer part of the window when she cleans on Saturday. So I'm just going to clean the inside of my windows and not the outside. So guys, I took a little break from cleaning. I'll finish up tomorrow on Sunday. I'm now going to be making some dinner, and today I just feel like eating some tacos. I'm going to add my flour right there on my basin or my mixing bowl, and then to it I'm going to add some baking powder. I always use baking soda for making my tortilla dough, but today I just realized I didn't have baking soda in the house, so I thought of trying baking powder because that's what I had at home, and the tacos just turned out okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and knead my dough right there as shown in the video and make a soft dough. And then after my dough is ready, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it into pieces as shown in the video. And then from each piece of my dough, I'm going to make tiny balls, and then I'm going to roll them around my hand to make them neat and looking good. My balls are now ready. I'm just going to make sure that I cover them up really well with the polythene, and then I'm going to go on top of it with the lid, and then I'm going to cover them and rest them for a little while. When I clean my dishes, I actually didn't clean the dishes that I used for lunch, so I don't want them to pile up for tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and clean them real quick when my dough is resting. After a while, I'm now done with my dishes. I'm now going to be checking on my dough, and our dough is rested well, and now I'm going to go ahead and start making my tortillas. I'm going to just dust my board right there, and my balls are shown in the video, and then I'm going to grab my rolling pin and flatten my balls right there to a nice and beautiful circle as shown in the video. I'm just going to be working on my balls and flattening them as shown in the video, and then I'm going to go ahead and lay them on my tray right there as I work on the rest. So for flattening these tortillas, these raw tortillas, I just did them once before I started cooking them to make it easy for me, since I've been cleaning the whole day, you guys, and I'm super tired, but I have to eat too. Yeah. I'm now going to go ahead and preheat my pan to medium hot, and then I'm going to lay out my raw tortilla right there as shown in the video, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cook it until the upper part of it is a little dry. Yeah, something like that. And then I'm going to flip the other side and cook it again. So as you know, for tortillas, they are always oilless. Yeah. And that one is ready. I'm just going to set it aside and add another one. And you have to regulate your heat when making your tortillas to make sure that they don't burn. Your heat has to be low. I'm going to put my camera on another angle so that it's closer to what I'm doing, so you can see clearly what I'm doing right here, and so you can see how our homemade tortillas look. I always love to make my tortillas at home, step by step, and after making them, for the leftovers, I always just keep them in the fridge for another day when I feel like eating tacos. I hope you've seen that. I hope you've seen how that looks. It looks super good, and you can't imagine that homemade tortillas. And the edges that are not so perfect, that are not so perfectly circular, that's just the beauty of homemade food. I made the rest of the tortillas off camera. So guys, my voice is starting to fade. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the extra flour from my tortillas. I'm just going to shake them, and then you are going to eat them like that. At times, if you prefer adding butter or applying butter to your tortillas, you can do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and prepare my filling. I'm going to wash up some cabbage, and then I'm going to go ahead and chop my cabbage as shown in the video. I also peeled some carrots. I'm going to be making some vegetable ground beef filling. You can go check out my foodie channel Beyond Aroma of Kenya. You are going to find a step-by-step tutorial on how to make wheat flour tortillas at home. I know you're going to love that video, and make sure you subscribe to my other channel to support me. And don't forget to subscribe to this one too. And then I'm just going to go ahead and chop my carrots into tiny bits as shown in the video. And for some reason, this carrot was so good. When I was preparing it, Milan was just around me asking for more. He loves carrots, and this carrot was like extra sweet today. I'm also going to chop some green onion right there, and then I'm just going to fry my vegetables together with my meat as shown in the video. I'm sorry about that part of the video. It had some issues, so I'm not going to include it in this particular vlog. My filling is ready and it's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and transfer it to one of my bowls right there. And you guys, this is how our homemade tortillas look up close, and they're looking so good, and they're extra chewy today. That's how it should be, and they're soft too. I'm now just going to go ahead and wrap up my taco as shown in the video. I'll leave it working for just a little bit, and I'll be right back. So you guys, I'm done wrapping this up, and this is how our tacos look. I always love homemade tacos, and Milan calls them cookies. He loves them too, and this is how this looks up close. And our tortillas are looking good. As I said before, go check out my food channel so you can see how to prepare your tortillas at home. And for the filling, you can add any filling of your favorite choice. I ate my dinner off camera since today's vlog is super long and I don't want it to be extra long. Thanks for watching and kindly subscribe to my channel for more videos. See you in part 2 of this video. Bye.